eruptions, and unusual events. Is this the new normal? Have you noticed that our planet has been shaking a lot lately? The magnitude 7.8 earthquake that just hit Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula is just one of the 466,742 earthquakes that have rattled the giant space rock we all live on this year. Simultaneously, dozens of volcanoes have been erupting, and there have been all sorts of very unusual events in the heavens. If you think what we are experiencing is normal, you probably haven't been paying much attention. Earthquake activity in 2025, so far. Earlier today, I visited Volcano Discovery and learned that there have been 466,742 earthquakes recorded so far in 2025.
1 quake above magnitude 8. 11 quakes between magnitude 7 and 8. 105 quakes between magnitude 6 and 7. 1,545 quakes between magnitude 5 and 6. 11,611 quakes between magnitude 4 and 5. 45,692 quakes between magnitude 3 and 4. 98,979 quakes between magnitude 2 and 3.
308,798 quakes below magnitude 2, typically and felt by people. It has particularly been a banner year for large earthquakes. A surge in seismic activity. Normally, we see between 110 and 125 earthquakes of at least magnitude 5.0 during a 30-day period. But earlier this summer, we witnessed 494 in just 30 days. That is extraordinary. The Pacific Ring of Fire, a hotspot of activity. The Pacific Ring of Fire has been more active than anywhere else, and it just got hit by another massive quake. A 7.8 magnitude earthquake struck Russia's Kamchatka region at around 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday, sparking concerns of a potential tsunami along the U.S. West Coast and Hawaii. NOAA and the National Weather Service's U.S. tsunami warning system later confirmed that a Pacific-wide tsunami is not expected and that there is no tsunami threat to Hawaii. We should be very thankful that there was no tsunami. Next time, we might not be so fortunate. Following the initial quake, there were more than 30 aftershocks of at least magnitude 4.5. And just days before, a few days earlier, on Monday, Alaska was rattled by a couple of very large quakes. Alaska shaken again. A powerful earthquake struck off the coast of Alaska's Aleutian Islands early Monday, stirring concerns of a potential tsunami among residents on the mainland. The U.S. Geological Survey, USGS, detected a 5.2 magnitude quake at 1 a.m. local time, 5:02 a.m. Eastern Time, near the uninhabited community of Nikolsky. Less than 2 hours later, the USGS recorded a 4.8 magnitude aftershock in the same region. Complacency on the coast. Sadly, even though the entire west coast of the continental United States sits directly along the Pacific Ring of Fire, most of those who live there simply do not care about all of this seismic activity. But mark my words, it is just a matter of time before the big one strikes. Mount St. Helens, ash in the air. Speaking of the west coast, volcanic ash spotted near Mount St. Helens recently caused a stir. Authorities claim that ash from the 1980s is being lofted back into the air by strong winds. Folks in the Northwest shouldn't panic, Mount St. Helens is not erupting, government scientists said on September 16. The concern arose after commercial pilots reported seeing ash near the mountain, site of the infamous May 18, 1980 eruption that killed 57 people. Volcanic ash from the 1980s is being lofted back into the air from the strong east winds, reported the National Weather Service in Portland, Oregon. Do you buy that story? I'm not sure that I do. In any event, that's what they want us to believe. Strange events in the heavens. On September 13th, an extremely bright fireball violently exploded over central Argentina. Detected at 22:26 Universal Time Coordinated, the fireball had an impact energy of 0.38 kilotons, 380 tons of TNT equivalent. It entered the atmosphere at an altitude of 22.8 kilometers or 14.2 miles and was visible across multiple provinces. NASA's Center for Near-Earth Object Studies, CNEOS, confirmed the event and its fragmentation trail. Just 2 days later, a newly discovered asteroid zipped past Earth. Asteroid 2025 RJ2 flew by at a distance of 0.78 LD, 301,334 kilometers, 187,241 miles, on September 15 at 2018 Universal Time Coordinated. It was first observed by the Catalina Sky Survey on September 14, just 1 day before its close approach. Since January, 96 asteroids have passed within 1 lunar distance of Earth. Then, on Thursday morning, a city-killing asteroid made headlines. Asteroid 2025 FA22, the size of a major skyscraper, passed within 520,000 miles of Earth at approximately 3:40 a.m. Eastern Time. That's about twice the distance to the Moon, no immediate threat, but scientists warn it could return. We should be very glad that rock didn't hit us. Double eclipse month. Coming up, a very odd solar eclipse on September 21st. The Moon will appear to take a bite out of the Sun during a deep partial solar eclipse. Globally, the eclipse begins at 1:29 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 17:29 GMT, with maximum coverage at 3:41 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 1941 GMT. Exact timings vary by location. It's rare to see 2 eclipses in 1 month. First, the blood moon eclipse on September 7th. Now, this partial solar eclipse will be visible across much of the southern hemisphere, especially New Zealand, Antarctica, and the South Pacific Islands. Unlike a total eclipse, this one will create a crescent sun image in the sky, just 1 day before the equinox. October, celestial drama ahead. Things may get even more interesting in October. On October 3rd, Comet 3I Atlas will make an uncomfortably close approach to Mars. Then on October 5th, Earth is projected to pass through the orbital debris field of a newly discovered giant comet, CR 2025-A2, SWAN. Astronomers say we might witness a dramatic meteor shower as we pass through that debris. Final thoughts. I wanted to put all of this into a single article so that everyone can understand we are living in an extremely unusual time. So much is happening, yet most people are simply not paying attention. What will it take to get the general population to finally wake up? Source: Michael Snyder.